Hi everybody, here we go with some highlights from my first look at the weekend round, starting with hole number 1. I only have APOC level 2 here. APOC 3 is really better because of the extra topspin, but I just go with all the topspin that I do have, which is 5 bars of topspin and 2 right spin. Adjustment max plus 10, and I'm going with max right curl here. Blue ring touching the bunker, red ring touching the rough on the right. Obviously, like I say, if you do have more topspin, go with that because it's going to give you a very better chance really at the eagle with the second shot, and we're going to have a look at that right now. So regardless of drive distance, I'm estimating club distance here with a thorn and playing 10% over adjustment. So I go here about 65-70% slider, do put a little bit of backspin on just to check it up, and bouncing on the fringe here, I do believe that's a good spot to bounce. So centre the yellow ring on the fringe. Like I say, I think I went 65 or 70% slider plus 10 elevation, but needed a click more backspin, and we also needed to hit perfect. We do hit a great left here, and we miss with the amount of squares I would expect to miss with a great ball with this level of thorn. Just running out of time sadly on the clock. Like I said, would have dropped I think with a perfect, but maybe go with a smidge more backspin as well. Hole number 2, have a nice hole-in-one here with a navigator, and we are going with 5.9 bars of backspin and half a bar side spin to the right. We can't use a kingmaker here in high winds because you will adjust to minimum distance of the club, so that's why I'm going with a navigator. Max plus 15 is the adjustment here. Look at the position of the blue ring touching the bunker, so max plus 15. Like I said, use a navigator, otherwise you will go to complete min and not be able to adjust all the way back. Perfect ball, and this one comes in very, very nicely for a hole-in-one. We are now going to be looking at hole number 4. Here we go, cross headwind on this one. So once again going with sniper bounce over. And here I play just over 2 bars of backspin and 1 bar left spin, and I'm looking at the blue ring touching the rough and ball guide going through the hole. Just be able to see here I do have a little bit of a gap between the blue ring and the rough. Maybe something we can just adjust slightly. I go max plus 15 on this one, max plus 15. But on the first look, of course, always important to hit perfect, which we do. So we can tweak that with our the rest of our accounts. As you can see, just a little short there. So maybe a little tweak on that one. We should get that one in very nicely. Hole 5, very generous wind here. I'm going with the rock for the accuracy, 4 bars of topspin. And going to obviously just point straight down the middle and adjust max plus 10. Second shot then going for the rough bump. Just looking at the club distance here, I'm estimating 70% slider, and I play minus 30 elevation. So an uphill elevation, 70% on the slider, minus 30 elevation, with a little bit of topspin, 2 bars, and some left spin as well. Get the ball guide going through the hole here because we are going uphill. So we adjust our rings here and take our shot, and let's see where we bounce, see if we need to do any tweaks on the pull angle. We do hit perfect. Yep, bounce is okay. We get a good speed, but look at this, just a little bit offline. It was going to go in, but then decided just to hop out at the last minute. But very, very close on hole 5. Hole 7 going for a rough bump here, 2.1 bar backspin. And we just need to tweak the aim point here. I aim left edge of cup, thinking that this wind would just give us a minor push to the right. However, we do miss this one left, so we need to either change adjustment or offset slightly, maybe aim exactly at the pin here. I go mid-0 is the adjustment here, and I try to do a flicker of 11.59. I do feel we hit the rough in a decent place though, so it's just the aim point that I think we need to change. The speed is very good, but just missing to the left. We have an eagle now on hole number 10. Again, pretty generous with the wind here, tailwind going left to right. So I'm going full top spin with my APOC level 2. 2 bars side spin to the right. Max distance, red ring touching the rough on the right. Adjust max plus 10, and then I go with full curl to the right. Second shot here, once again going to adjust according to my club distance, and I'm estimating this one at 70% slider. My drive was 365, but like I said, if you've got a higher level apocalypse, you'll have some more topspin, so you will be kind of before medium distance, I would imagine, with more topspin. Bouncing on the fringe and just checking up with a little bit of backspin. You'll need to mix and match the backspin depending on your drive distance. But play club distance here, plus 10 elevation. And you should be very, very nicely in the hole here for an eagle to start the back 9. Hole 11 I've found complete min with the power 4 ball, as we have been doing all week. Then switching to a navigator, I go 4.9 bars of backspin here. However, we do come in slightly short, so I do think we need to just take a couple of clicks of backspin off on this one. No side spin at all, offsetting to the right because the wind is going to push us left. Adjust here, I go max plus 15. Bit tricky to see this one adjusting down into the sand with the tree in your way, so you might want to push the rings if you can't zoom in enough. But we hit perfect, and as you'll see here, just going to pull up a little bit short, and maybe a bit more pace that would have gone in, taken less of a journey to the right there. So a bit less backspin will be what I'm doing on my next attempt on 11. Here is 13, and we have direct headwind here. I'm still going with a navigator though. 1.5 bar backspin, 1 bar left spin, and a blue ring touching the rough. Ball guide going through the hole, but you can see here there's 2 positions I was deciding between, and this one had the ball guide going slightly to the left, and I should have gone 1 click to the right, and you will see why. Max plus 15, power 3 numbers is what I adjust here, and we hit perfect. But as you can see there, if you just rewind the video, you'll see there was just a little spot, 1 click to the right, which would have had the ball guide a little bit right of pin, which I think we needed, maybe even going slightly more than that. But the speed was very good. Hole number 16, I'll be glad to see the back of this hole. It's not one of my favourite par 3s in the game. But going once again with the rough bump. 2.2 bars backspin, half a bar side spin to the right. And the problem here is I don't do enough pull angle. Max plus 0 is what I'm adjusting, equal to 1 on 1 minus 0.2, because I'm using power 0 numbers. So 1 on 1 minus 0.2 will be good here. But I just need to do something with the pull angle here because we do hit the rough too low. So just correct the pull angle, so we're aiming a little higher, or I guess you could go with a click of OP. I feel the line is good, but look at where we hit the rough here. Hit it too low by about a quarter of a ring. The line is good, but it checks up way too short. Finally, hole 18. We do have some tailwind, not a great amount of it though, but I'm still going to go aggressive. Thor's Hammer 5 preferred over the big topper for me due to the accuracy, and I think we will hit it slightly more, depending on obviously the club that you've got, the levels, but for me I value the accuracy more than the massive topspin of the big topper. Adjust max plus 10, push up to max, go with full OP, and even though we hit a minor great right, with the accuracy of the Thor's Hammer, we're still okay with this drive. Yep, got plenty of room there. And we get a distance of 413. Second shot I did pack the Guardian, but if you're not feeling confident going with a longer drive, then you could change and go with, for example, a Cataclysm for a bit more topspin. Here I've got 2.5 topspin on. I could have gone with 2.9 if I needed to, but I felt 2.5 was okay. I don't want to catch that glitch roll on the fringe. I go with 2 bars of right spin and I adjust max plus 5 on this one. I don't want to push up here because, like I said, I have caught a glitch roll here in rookie, so I'm just going to leave it where it is. Go with a smidge of curl, but don't over curl this one. The wind is going to push us right. And if you hit a great left, you will catch more of the slope on the left, which will kick the ball more right. So they're just okay on the second bounce, but we're safely to green for eagle. Good luck, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.